Sorry to say, if you're watching the VOD, hit the like button. Appreciate you joining. Oh man, what a day, what a day. What a day. It's a fun day though. Any day you wake up, you gotta be grateful. I know. Some days there are just days though. Don't get me wrong, everybody has those days. Everybody has those ways. Something, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Ooh. Big Star by Honey. No. Sticking with this one for now. Yo, what up? You ever dance in the pale moonlight? What up? Celsius chat ×3. Yo, you're getting robbed, bro. What you saying, Mike, acting like I didn't hear your little song? Bro, that's Hannah Montana. You don't fuck with Hannah Montana? Everybody has those days. Everybody has those ways. Everybody know what I'm talking about. Everybody get that way. Yo, she starts going off. If it goes to 0, I'm going to snag $1 million. Well, I don't know if it'll go to necessarily 0. I mean, Bitcoin potentially. God, that would be the greatest movie ever created down the line in the history. You know how we just get like random banger financial movies, just like The Big Short. Like The Big Short's it's just a fun movie, you know. Cool cast. Once you get past the initial, like, how convoluted it all is, and it's just like the clip of Steve Carell when he's like, I forget who tells him what, but then he's like, and he starts calling, he goes, it's a bubble, short everything, it's like official. It's one of the best. Ryan Gosling with the Jenga blocks explaining it to the guys. It's a fun movie. Wolf of Wall Street, I guess, is technically like a financial movie. Yeah, just like scams, you know? Wow, imagine we ever get a fucking Wolf of Wall Street 2, Michael Saylor. Who would you want to play Michael Saylor? I think we've talked about it, who our fan cast would be, but I can't remember right now. Who could act? Because you know there's an actor for sure that would be fucking perfect. The SpaceX IPO? What about it? I think it's coming within the next week, at least is what I've just been hearing, but yet again, everything seems oddly timed for this IPO boom too, like all the money, and they're trying to use this narrative, which I believe it to a certain extent for sure. You got Anthropic, OpenAI, and fucking SpaceX looming over the edge to boom. Who's going to do it first? We're getting ready. I imagine the SpaceX IPO affected the X money rollout. I would just imagine whether it's they had to put all eyes on making sure everything goes right for that. I mean, there's priorities within a business that giant. But I don't know the market dynamics at all of their revenue models and everything. I don't touch any of that. Like the AI stuff, like I just think the asymmetrical side is like the safe bet. Listen, man, I'm not saying nothing about financial advice. I just think the greater opportunity right now by far, if we have to hang in a market and just accumulate an asset, I don't know. I'm not saying specifically XRP. How many times I got to reiterate it? A handful of them I like. I just think that because when all eyes, when they're telling you, look here, stock market all-time high. Oh my God, nothing could stop this train. What goes up forever like that? Whether it's a correction, just depends on your time horizons. But anytime they're telling you to look somewhere, maybe take a look at what they're trying to hide. I'm sure there's a lot of things, don't get me wrong. Some very sinister things, as we know, that have gotten brushed under the rug seemingly by now. Accumulation week? Yeah, I mean, whatever prices you like at. SpaceX IPO popped up on my app like 20 minutes ago, $135 a share, around that. That's what the rumor is. It's still unless it just got confirmed, because yesterday I saw CNBC. Let's see, members of the financial services. What's this? What is this? All the money. Members of the Committee of Financial Services, Oversight on Prudential Regulators. What's this? Oh, this is going on right now. Okay, interesting. Members of the committee from committee majority staff. Date June 1st. Subject June 4th, 2026. Okay. On Thursday, June 4th, 2026 at... Lower this shit so I can... Is this some groundbreaking shit? They'll hold a hearing in room 2128 of the Rayburn House. Okay. Vice Chair Supervision, Board of Governors, Fed. Honorable Jonathan Goat, Comptroller Office. Okay. All right. So yeah, we got some important peeps here, to say the least. Section Federal Reserve Act created a position of vice chair. What the fuck? Just a bunch of hooting and hollering. All right, cool. I mean, we know stuff's going on, man. Should we listen to it? Let's take a look. Just to get a Travis Hill. Who is this guy again?
And encourage appropriate use of new technologies.
We
are also reevaluating our bank merger review process to improve clarity, timeliness, and transparency, and are working to make the de novo application process more efficient.
He's the chairman of the
Earlier this year, we
FDIC.
finalized a rule removing reputation risk as a basis of supervisory criticism. The rule makes clear that the FDIC will not require, instruct, or encourage an institution to close customer accounts or take other actions on the basis of a person's or entity's political, social, cultural, or religious views or beliefs, constitutionally protected speech, or solely on the basis of politically disfavored but lawful business activities perceived to present reputation risk.
Yeah,
Finally,
right.
the FDIC continues to make progress in improving workplace culture. We have taken significant steps to improve accountability, enhance reporting and response processes, and reinforce expectations for professional conduct across the organization. I remain committed to ensuring that the FDIC maintains a culture grounded in professionalism, accountability, and respect to ensure that our workforce continues to fulfill our important mission. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today. I look forward to answering your questions.
Okay.
Gentleman yields back. Thank you all for your opening statements. We'll now turn to member questions. I recognize myself for 5 minutes for
What the hell? You can't recognize yourself, bro.
I referenced in my opening statement that among our core work on improving bank supervision and echoing some of the good work you're doing in each of your agencies, that we've been advancing a series of bills under
the hell is he reading? He's flipping the paper.
Main Street Capital Access Act, which we hope to bring to the House floor in coming weeks.
Yeah.
And you've touched on it in your hearings that our banking sector has faced numerous challenges, ranging from a drought in new bank formation, and thank you, Mr. Gould, for setting the record straight on what the OCC's been doing there. A post-crisis prudential framework that's pushed activity away from banks and squeezed many of our community and mid-sized institutions from rules that I think, again, are not effectively tailored and discriminating.
We get the idea.
Home
get
lending,
the idea,
example,
Mr. Hale.
to the politicization
Bobby.
that we all witnessed of bank super.
Guy. Yeah, we get it. Let's get some action going for once. How about that? That would be lovely. We're here talking about the same bullshit years later. Now, Senator Loomis is like, yeah, it's more likely Clarity Act will get done after the July 4 recess, another recess. They go on fucking vacation more than they're working. It's actually incredible. Guys, hit the like button on the stream real quick. Let me post that we are even live, dude. Might want to do that. Got 20 likes, 52 peeps in here. Yo, what's up with that? What's up with that chat? Man, this isn't a democracy anymore. Yo, would you sit down? Would you sit down and be like, all right, this ain't a democracy anymore? If someone looks to you and says that during the apocalypse, don't lie to me, I will. Yeah. Where is the emoji button? Pissing me off. Stupid Grok, whatever the hell. Support Grok and let's help Elon get to be a trillionaire. Let's do it. Yeah, but a lot of they're saying money is obviously waiting in anticipation for these giant launches, to say the least. Kind of crazy. I don't doubt it though. But there's always the trap, right? When you buy an IPO company, there's a waiting period to sell it. Isn't that what happened with Circle when they IPO'd? It's never getting signed, he says. Campbell Soup. You think so? I think it does eventually. I'm not saying necessarily this year. It would be nice if it did this year, but I think down the line. I'm not touching SpaceX. Yeah, I'm also not touching SpaceX. At least, yeah, I'm not for sure. What are we lying about in the taxpayer dollar today? What are they wasting it on? What are they wasting it on? That's the question. That screen you switch to when you're doing something, is that a real TV? Yeah. I like physical stuff, like older. There's just something about the older technology, dude. It's so fucking cool to me. Genius Act progress. We could check. Hold up. Not invested in anything space. We can't even get off this rock, he says. Halo TV? Yo, stop it, dude. The Halo TV. This was more like PlayStation 2 TV for me. The CRT TV's dope. Yo, I appreciate that. Yeah, I got the other one behind me. I got another one, but I got to do a certain cable setup to program it to be something. Like useful. I don't know what else to put. I got ideas. For sure. Correct. They're not breaking through the dome, the firmament. The Simpsons. Yo, that Simpsons movie is crazy. They put the dome over them. That would be I should watch that again. That actually is a good. That's such a great movie. Dude, the Spider Pig, that thing was giant for so long. Spider Pig? Oh, man. Simpsons was never really I never watched it, except the movie. The movie was like the only thing I watched from it. I know the characters from it, just because they're giant. I've been through the land at Universal and stuff. Right, so who's fighting who on Twitter today? Let's take a gander. $400 billion has been added to U.S. stock market in the last hour as the S&P rebounds. Yo, this thing is soaring. SpaceX and them are about to go. We're about to have a fucking boom, man. Is what it seems, or a bust. Which one? Or are they bust it? Do they bust it? What do we think's gonna happen? Some predict SpaceX will 10x by 2030. Yeah, I mean, they have ambitious timeline. Peak price go down. What's up? Hype almost jumps off his seat. Proof price goes down. Who is this? Crypto Sensei? Speak price goes down. What's up? Hype so much. Oh, I don't know if I'm even reading that right. Yes, but if you know space stuff is the narrative, going to invest in loads of money into it. I mean, that's what Jed's space company I find so interesting too, because it's like them and 4 other companies bidding for this new, because NASA wants a new ISS space station to some capacity. So they're going to source it, whoever, bid for it. Yeah. And that's what Jed's going after. And he said it in one of the early, you watch the early, like, behind the scenes stuff of the company. And he's like, yeah, this is the big kahuna. That's what we're going for. So, and they utilize to some capacities, obviously, SpaceX rockets to get them up there. They're not building the rockets. They're building the fucking space station part of it. Apple will use Google's NVIDIA-powered chips for the next generation of Siri. God, I can only imagine. Imagine how abysmal that is. What if it comes out and that's the AGI, bro? Siri version 17. Apple goes quiet. Because I never use fucking Siri. It's always been abysmal. Always. And just useless. The like shit I want to do. Maybe I should give it a chance. But I also don't want Apple. Even though everything's listening all the time, right? Always. The Simpsons creator Matt Groening is a 33rd degree free. That's how they have the info. What? Dude, I'll have to see that. I'll have to see some of that. That's an interesting ad. I don't even want to say that out loud in case somebody's listening. Like, is there some connection between SpaceX and the alien stuff in the news? I don't know, dude. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, the alien stuff coming out now. I mean, they are hyping this up. Disclosure Day, the movie coming out soon. A couple of days, I think, like next week. Of course, I'm going to go see it. We're going to come back on stream and we're going to be talking about it. So we'll take the weekend to see it or whatever. Maybe I'll try to see it on the Thursday. It's as always. Now that the government's talking about it, what's going on with that? Now it's not fun anymore because now your mind can't wander as much. Like Roswell. Roswell is one of the most interesting, in my mind, potential historical events of a lifetime. Oh man. Hey y'all, good morning. Yeah, I'm not sure about SpaceX though. Reverse Clava theory. Sensei makes me sick. So you're saying this guy is a 33rd degree sack of dog crap? I don't even know what the Freemasons are, dude. I know that's not how you say it, but in case Larry Fink's listening, he's like, go ahead, say that word. Like in Stranger Things, among other movies too. It does like a background shot and all these people got monitors in front of them. They're all just listening, smoking cigarettes in a room, just listening, like wiretap Strange. Yeah, they're always listening. It's not even like they anymore. It's just, dude, AI's got the vice grips on all this shit because it's all automated. Like when YouTube flags you stuff. By the frickin' dip, he says. Yeah, what up? They were called the Stonecutters in The Simpsons. Interesting. Smash the like button already, says Opulence. 33rd degree top dog. I'll take whatever in disclosure with a grain of salt. Yeah, it's all that. It's just, that might be the most fun potential theory of all time because there are. It's so fun, dude. You go down the rabbit holes of potential cataclysmic events that like reset everything, and humans got to rebuild up again. It's just there's so much. I think our minds want us to think for sure that there's way crazier shit going on, because otherwise it's boring. That's boring. Like when you watch Game of Thrones and shit, and these guys are like, I will die in front of the gods. I'll let the gods decide my fate as they duel. And he's like, I'm in your hands, God. And he starts fighting and shit. And they're just like, oh, they think they're going to the Lord of Light and all this shit, which it is real, seemingly. The Lord of Light. We are stuck in an endless time loop. Well, that's no fun. Man, that's no fun, man. Unless I got the click remote. Oh, what did I do? I clicked something bad. We're stuck. Because this has happened before? What? What's happened before? What do you mean? What the hell are you talking about? Time loop? What? Time just goes. I don't know. What is time? We want the Miami Mall body cam footage. See, there's just all fun stuff. All fun stuff about that. I don't necessarily believe... Dude, that would be fucking crazy. That would be fucking crazy. But I'm pretty sure that thing's BS. I'm almost positive. The people that can have figured it out, yeah. Prediction on XRP bottom, Mike. Oh, my bad. I'm fucking punching you guys. I don't know. I'll be like everyone else. I'll pull one out of my ass too, all right? Let me pull the rabbit out of my hat, and then let me pull this price prediction. All right? Let's see. Let me take a look at this, all right? I'm going to feel my third eye. I'm going to feel that third eye right there. Let's see. I will say 85 cents. No, I lied. Retract that. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Let's see. I think maybe 95 cents. I'm just throwing shit out there, but maybe 95. But yet again, I don't give a fuck. Like, you gotta, in my mind, just buy kind of consistently. And yet again, if there's other prices and you got some, maybe some fat stacks on the side. No, I know no. I know the incident, like something, there was like something crazy going on at the mall, but people saying the alien part of it, I don't know. I just don't know. I highly doubt it. Just, wake up. Wake up out here in California to your video, and I understand I am God bless America. God bless you, an American dream. Yes. Shout out Cali, bro. California love. I don't think anything really happened with the Miami stuff. I think it was just hinting in programming for everything that's on regarding alien stuff they're talking about. I have 10-year plan, think long term, like aged whiskey, it only gets better. That's how I view it. That's how I view it. Again, if it's money that invest in gambling, whatever you want to call, like what is investing at the end of the day? But I can't even imagine what the hell will be going on in 5 to 10 years. Stuff's so drastic. 10 years? What the fuck? What do we think is gonna fucking happen in 10 years? I know people say that every 10... Yeah, that messes me up. That messes me up, because it really is. It could go so crazy, so quick. As always, You're not a boy of steel if your wife controls your money. Wait, what? Think about this. If there is nothing out there, it's just a waste of space. No one even knows what this is, dude. No one even knows. And then, like, throw in DMT and psilocybin and, like, other psychedelics and stuff, and that whole realm into it. I don't even know if there's a word to describe what is going on. I don't even fucking know. It freaks me out. It doesn't freak me out. I just think it's like, it's the most fascinating question. But, oh, Mike, you gotta, like, and then there's people, oh, all right, let's worry about, like, you know, I don't know, giving people healthcare instead of thinking about, like, DMT and shit. But, I mean, we see what's going on, guys. It's, unless a Luke Skywalker figure comes out to defeat the Death Star, well, rebellions are built on hope right now. That's where we're at. You know, we're waiting for the Luke Skywalker to come in and save us. And if that doesn't happen, we got a long reign of terror. We got to wait for Luke. We got to wait for him. All right. The X-Wing, the shot that took it down. You kidding me? Well, obviously, if everyone was awake, there wouldn't be a Matrix. That's true. The Matrix is a solid movie. I got to rewatch that for sure. I haven't seen it in a long time. That's why mind-opening stuff is treated like crack. I mean, it's very bizarre, that psychedelics act during the 60s, kind of like hippie movement, people kind of quote-unquote waking up to a certain extent. You know, there's old video footage, they're sitting in a park, and they just, I don't know, they were just like speaking sense. They didn't seem like, oh, like crazy, bro. They were just like, it's all bullshit. Like, what are we doing? We're just out here living and shit. 2016 feels like yesterday. Anybody remember skinny jeans? Skinny jeans were around for a while. I don't know what was up with that. The studded belts. The, like, snap backs. Let's see. I just live. It's about, what the hell is Matthew McConaughey say? It's all about living, man. Some shit like that. All right. Let's see. Any breaking news right now? Boots with the fire. Yeah, Braves. What up, G? Oh, what are these guys up? Whoa! USD1 on Binance keeps stacking. Yeah, I'm sure USD1's going to be the de facto stablecoin. Who knows? Who knows? NASDAQ. Cares. Who cares anymore? Give a shit. All right, let's take a look. Guys, you can follow on X. Link in the description below. I post the notifications there too. I try to. All right, Dave Portnoy's crying. There we go. Frankie, 8.3 Frankie.
Crypto's a little on sale right now.
Yeah, no shit, dude. This guy's always a mess.
It's a lot on sale.
Yeah,
it's a lot on sale. The last week has been a friggin' disaster. And this is true, Marcus Dip. People panic. I'm panicking. All right?
Come on, man. So crazy. But he also has a lot more money invested. We're talking millions, you know? Nothing compared to, like, me and you. The hell did he go, bro? He's going to get me copyrighted. He's playing Michael Jackson and shit.
If people want to know, I'm panicking. Like, people panic, I'm panicking. And when you panic, when there's blood in the streets, that's when you buy. That's when you have to have the diamond hands. That's when you have to be like, all right, everyone else is bailing, jumping overboard. I'm saying crypto, it's at 63,000. XRP, $1.17. That's the two I own. I own a ton of Bitcoin.
Wait, what did he say? I was reading the chat. Wait, what is he on?
XRP, $1.17. That's the two I own. I own a ton of Bitcoin, a good amount of XRP, and I'm losing millions.
All right, good amount of XRP. Seems pretty solid, bro. I mean, I'm not saying nothing. I may or may not have, you know, as I say, buy consistently. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you should be doing.
Millions. I bought MSTR like a week ago when it was already crashing. MicroStrategy. I'm like, all right.
Stupid move.
It's going to be, I'm losing millions. I'm at Saratoga on the track. I'm betting nothing matters. It's like, oh, I lost this race. I lost that race. I won this race. I won that race. Doesn't matter. I'm getting hammered in crypto. I cannot, I have not made a cent in crypto. I've gotten whacked in crypto. Some things are like oil and water. And me and crypto are oil and water. Now, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold. I'm scared. You have people on my timeline being like, Dave, this is when you buy. Other people like, it has no utility. It's going to zero. I had dinner one time with Jack from X, who originally had X, right? Jack was originally
Dorsey.
X. Guys, like, it's going to 1 million. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because that
but
he was
if you
right.
have diamond hands and you have some nuts and
He's met Brad. We've seen pictures of it, right? At parties, they've met each other.
some balls. Crypto is on sale. Markets dip. People panic. I'm panicking. Suddenly, everyone was a genius trader 2 months ago, acting like the world's ending. I'm acting like the world's ending. Market is strong. Crypto not strong. Meanwhile, smart ones doing the opposite, buying the dip. I bought the dip, and how I can't keep buying the dip. I have no money left to buy the dip. The dip, yeah. Great. What do I buy the dip? Well, what am I going to pay for the dip? If I keep buying the dip, it keeps dipping. You got no money to buy the dip. You're out of dip. But if you have dry powder, buy the dip.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm so desensitized to all this shit, and I don't know. It seems clear as day after being through this time and time again, and just being tapped into the history of this whole thing. I take such a longer term view of this. You're out of the dip. I just view it as like, in my mind, in the future, right? 5 to 10 years, whatever. Being fucking conservative beyond belief with your price predictions. 5 to 10 years, I think $5. Okay. So I have all this time to accumulate at prices I like in anticipation for an inevitable, in my mind, $5 price target. Oh, Mike, it's going higher. I don't give a shit if it's going higher or lower. I do think it'll go higher in the long term. Whenever this thing pops, I think it's fucking ripping for everything. It seems like everything's just being held off on one sort of catalyst. We still have so many things. The Iran war, even though they just voted yesterday successfully in the House or something like that to put restrictive powers on Trump's thing in Iran, something like that. Whatever ends up happening with that, if it ends positively, I think that might be the kind of final no shit nail in the coffin to send things soaring. Everything's just on the sidelines still right now. All these looming dates like DTCC, just all this year.
Millions. I bought MSTR like a week ago when it was already crashing. MicroStrategy, I'm like, all right, it's going to be, I'm losing millions. I'm at Saratoga on the track. I'm betting nothing matters. It's like, oh, I lost this race. I lost that race. I won this race. I won that race. Doesn't matter. I'm getting hammered in crypto. I cannot, I have not made a cent in crypto. I've gotten whacked in crypto. Some things are like oil and water. And me and crypto are oil and water. Now, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold. I'm scared. You have people on my timeline being like, Dave, this is when you buy. Other people like, it has no utility. It's going to
That's just such a blanket statement when these people talk about, oh, it has no utility. Really? Like, that's just such a blanket statement.
I had dinner one time with Jack from...
Oh, is this the thing just replaying? Wait, or did it just loop? What the fuck happened? Am I caught in this time loop you were saying? What the hell is that? We saw all this. Am I bugging out? Yeah. Oh, I think we watched it already. That's why. So, Dave, let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see what people are thinking real quick. If you buy a spot and you're strong in your conviction XRP, HBAR, XLM quant, it's a no-brainer. You can't lose. You can't see tokenization in AI. Yeah. I mean, I'm so detached to caring about any of this type of price action stuff. I thought $5 for XRP would be now back in 2019, 7 years ago. People still forget too. You look at Amazon, just stock as an example. Yes, I know. XRP is not the same as Amazon stock. I understand that. People fucking freak out about that type of shit. I'm just saying that behemoth of something, that shit stood flat for, what was it, 10, 15 years? And then even longer until you got like the parabola fucking phase of it. It's just, I don't know, man. This whole market's sitting at 2.7 trillion. I posted a Patreon exclusive yesterday, so you should join our group on the Patreon if you want. But it went a little bit more into Sailor and what's going on with that. And we have kind of always seen the future, the third-eyed raven, all this shit, right? Because, as DAI said, a child could have seen this coming, where MicroStrategy, let me show you. Remember this? Remember when he posted this, November 14, 2025? Remember that? It's interesting. It's interesting now. That's it. Except you are hodling on the Titanic. Better to jump ship before it goes down for good. That's a crazy picture to post. Okay. Well, this aged well. it does seem like he's caught in a time loop and he's in trouble now because he's got his back against the wall because it seems like a death spiral for Bitcoin and them right now in terms of what they have to pay for dividends and shit. Because this guy, we'll watch him after, but sorry, wait, I gotta find this clip of that same guy, Nick. He's popping off about Michael. Yo, look at this. Look at this. We really got reverse Tard PvPing who will blow up first. Tom Lee's down $8.9 billion worth. Michael Saylor's down $7.6 billion worth. It's almost like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Then people are also pointing to this supposed post that Jack Dorsey, who Dave was just talking about, Bitcoin to him, he's an early Bitcoin guy. He's gone off and now he works with Square and Cash App and all this stuff, trying to incorporate ways to make Bitcoin useful. Like they did a massive rollout. We were covering it on the channel at the terminals, at retail and stuff, that just making it seamless. You can get your change in Bitcoin and it goes here and all this shit. But some people are like, yo, he's Satoshi. I don't know. Maybe he could have had a hand in it. He posted something of maybe Michael Saylor or a Bitcoin token, and it goes like, and it transforms to XRP and it like flies away. I don't ever have confirmation if that post was real or not, but that is a crazy one if true. So we're looking for, what the hell are we looking for? Something in regard, oh God, Scott Bessent's out here tearing it up, freaking out. Yeah. Oh my God, Charles is done, dude. Remember this? We watched this yesterday.
So this year's going to be very hard.
We went through that. Where the hell is it, bro? I had to have passed it. Or maybe he deleted it. I think we covered it yesterday, though. But now he's popping off about the Bitcoin.
What is the point of Bitcoin at this point? It's not a store of value. Then for a moment, Bitcoin was actually correlated with tech stocks. But now tech stocks are taking off and Bitcoin is dropping. Then there was a whole argument that Michael Saylor was keeping this damn thing afloat. But now MicroStrategy is in the midst of imploding because they can't afford to pay their dividends and they're going to have to sell more Bitcoin.
And the Bitcoin just keeps going down, right? It seems like a death spiral. You know what I'm saying?
At a discount. And people are selling Bitcoin because they anticipate the price to drop further, all because Michael Saylor is selling. Basically, he's become a negative catalyst. And ironically, he was never a positive catalyst because the price never went up because of him. He'd announced that he bought, the price would go up for like a couple hours and then just dump. So what exactly, you can't make a transaction on Bitcoin in any reasonable period of time. It's not anonymous, so it doesn't help you protect yourself from the institutions who can track you. So what exactly is the benefit of Bitcoin at this point?
The number goes up.
All the pro-Bitcoin people are really doing it at this point simply because it's the main thing. It was the main narrative. It's the default thing to describe when you talk about assets in the space. But all the narratives that gave rise to these things, all the OG people who are supporters of these have basically moved on to new tokens and new assets. So why the hell should he be holding Bitcoin? I own 5 of them only because other people, I have other friends that are like, yo, this is going to go up. But what's the real reason for owning it? If you're buying it because you think the price is going to go up, then why wouldn't you be owning AI stocks? Why wouldn't you be owning tech stocks? Why wouldn't you be owning the stocks of companies that are generating a profit versus Bitcoin, where the technology sucks and it's probably going to get hacked by quantum in the next 7 years because Bitcoiners can't get their act together?
I don't know about that, but
legitimately, I don't understand the thesis at this point in time. And I own 5 of them, which is absolutely ludicrous. That is a dumb position.
It sounds pretty spot on is what it sounds like. And we've said, and yet again, anyone who kind of holds it is just like me and many people, just in case the event it goes up again, which seeing yet again all the institutions come in and adding Bitcoin products, Morgan Stanley and BlackRock and all this stuff, even though you are seeing big outflows from BlackRock's IBIT. But yet again, I think there's just a lot of eyes elsewhere, especially with the big 3, SpaceX, all these IPOs right around the corner. Let's see. I don't know. Sounds pretty spot on, though. Kind of just holding it in case the number goes back up, because it doesn't, I don't know, it just sucks. Well, it was, let's see. He's going after Pomplabino. Hard truth, Wall Street is shaking out some of the Bitcoin believers. Couldn't be me. Well, it was Wall Street that suckered many of them in. Just wait until you see what happens when Main Street tries to get out. We'll let you out of the cage. This dude's so gay, bro. What the hell is he? What the hell? When I spoke at the conference, Bitcoin was trading at $110,000. I said the conference likely represented the peak of the mania, a blow off top. So far, it looks like I was right. Attendees who followed my advice and sold their Bitcoin are certainly glad that they did. This is crazy. But since the dawn of time, he always does this, and he's like a prominent guy who is always out there talking shit about Bitcoin specifically, and he is kind of spitting with Bitcoin, though. That's the thing. I feel like he's controlled opposition to a certain extent. RLUSD, all right, roger that. A real solid investment doesn't need promoters on social media. That happens with fake assets like cryptos, but even real assets can experience such phenomenon during manufactured rallies that don't reflect the fundamental value of the business. Maverick of Wall Street. He's another guy that I think his exposure to crypto is just not as in depth as some people. Just because I don't know, to really sit here at this moment in time and see these guys are going live with these tokenization platforms, and just to sit here and say the potential of that, this market is not going to go up in a longer time frame with all this stuff literally right on the cusp. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying when the DTCC goes live in October and like, oh, everything's going to $1 trillion. I'm not saying that. But if I was a betting man, I'd give it a couple of years, you know. Have Evernorth get out there and get active for a little bit and try to make this thing useful collateral, and just the ease of it. Oh, I just buy this ETF, XRP exposure and yield. Okay, done. Okay, bye. That's the product these guys are going to eventually need. I feel like that's going to be a fucking massive driver. I could be delusional. Oh, speaking of the guy, here we go.
Did I think that we would be in the position that we are in 2026, given, you know, everything that happened around the community over the last 4 or 5 years? No. But wow, like, institutions are adopting.
I mean, we hear that and then the price doesn't move. I know people get mad, but let's see. Proof beyond pilots. Yeah, I mean, MoneyGram launched Stellar, stablecoin on Stellar the other day. Here we go. Poor guy's cracking. Yeah, that dude's cracked beyond belief, dude. SpaceX is targeting, yeah, rumor, news, whatever, $135 IPO price, implying a $1.75 trillion valuation. Damn, dude. Another major milestone. Yeah, I mean, MasterCard coming out. Like, it's just, you see these announcements and you make blanket statements like that, like, oh, crypto's fucking useless. It's all literally just nothing. I don't know. I still think we'll be beyond early. And yet again, all the prominent names you'd have an idea that would be showing up. Circle. So like PayPal, obviously, Coinbase, obviously, Canton. Oh, look at that. Oh, Solana. Oh, who would have thought? Oh, Ripple. Oh, Cross River Bank. Like, we've seen these names fucking for so long in this Polygon, Tempo. That's Stripe's blockchain. I'm almost positive, or they're utilizing Tempo. Oh, XRPL. Oh, I'm so surprised. Oh my God, I'm so surprised. Insane. It's insane, bro. The demand for modern, we talked, MasterCard support for RLUSD on the XRP ledger. Oh, who would have thought? Multi-chain world. Sorry to say. Oh, geez, Rick.
A little on sale right now.
Yeah, it's a little on, no, he's not wrong. It's a little on sale. Someone said that earlier. The hell is this guy posting, Jim Cramer? A picture of the actual sellers of Broadcom. Buddy, no one's fucking talking about Broadcom and these things. Like, we're talking about Bitcoin, bro. Those are not cute, though. What are those, gophers or some shit? What are they? They're cute. Just don't let them bite you, though. Can only imagine. Oh, Broadcom, what's this? Broadcom crashed 15% today, even after posting its best quarter ever. Really? Revenue hit a $22 billion, 48% year over year. AI chip sale. All right, cool. Roger that. The hell is this guy? Quant. Oh, that's something with Quant. Yo, the roll-up kids. There we go. DAI. Let's see. Nothing breaking, I don't think. Brad Sherman. Coinbase, take control. New assets, new way to trade, and more. June 16th. Man, I'm all set with that. Just in $3.5 trillion, Goldman Sachs expects SpaceX AI revenue to surge 100x. Damn. Imagine that. That'd be crazy. JP Morgan states that the window is closing to pass the Clarity Act. Pretty sure they are the ones right now fighting it. Yeah, we saw him being kind of mean. Being kind of mean to Lex Luthor, dude. The Clarity Act still faces several legislative hurdles, and disputes over stablecoin yield have emerged. Yeah, I mean, we understand this. We understand this. Still talking about this shit. This may be... Oh, here we go. Even Paul Barron hopping on board with this. This may be the beginning of the end for Bitcoin. Because James, whoever the hell this guy is, not good. Spot Bitcoin ETFs are on an outflow streak. 13 trading days in a row with outflows. That total 4.5 billion. 17 of the last 19 trading days have been outflows. That total almost $5.6 billion. Maybe we all should have sold in May. I don't know. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't know. What's Elon posting? 18 minutes? SpaceX, what's going on with this?
Hi, I'm Brett Johnson, Chief Financial Officer of SpaceX for the last 15 years. Only one the company's ever had, actually. And it's a pleasure to talk with you about SpaceX.
Listen, say what you will about the... Like, I'm probably not going to be throwing money at the IPO. But, dude, this is cool. I mean, you give credit what credit's due. Are you kidding me? This shit's so cool.
Elon started SpaceX with the goal to change mankind and make us a multi-planetary species.
Just rockets like that. That's fucking cool.
Expand that mission with our Starlink constellation, as well as with our AI solutions. At our core, we're really builders. We're the only company building the integrated hardware and software infrastructure.
All right, what about a rocket blowing out enough force and power? We saw what, oh my God, dude, we saw fucking Amazon's rocket. Dude, Jeff Bezos with his cowboy hat didn't save him from that.
To really power multiple businesses. But we started back in 2002 at our roots as a space business.
Oh yeah, they're hyping up this IPO.
We achieve what others think is really the impossible, and we make that possible. If you look at some of the milestones that we have accomplished already in the space business.
All right, we get it. I want to, they're just probably going through, they're going through the whole shebang. We already addressed a massive, damn.
This mission-driven culture that is enabled by our world-class talent. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
I bet you do. How much money do you think that guy's worth? That's pretty cool. Dude, it's just cool. Like, they do. They're the kings of presentation, like Elon with that, the Roadster, the last Roadster that no one ever saw, but it looked honestly fucking sick. The speed of it, oh my God, that thing looked quick. Mike, Tesla's game. I don't care. The car fucking whizzes off like a spaceship. That old Roadster they were showing off, so I don't know. That was cool. The Porsche EV, yet again. I don't care if you like whatever the fucking real engines and shit. Just objectively, I think the Porsche EV, the Taycan, whatever it's called, it's a cool car for what it is. I think it's cool. Insight, JP Morgan. Who cares? Who cares about JP Morgan? You kidding me? We're done with Jamie. Done with him. His stupid face. Stupid. Guys, how are we feeling about the SpaceX IPO? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you're buying SpaceX at the IPO. Or a 2 if you're staying far away from it. Staying far. Oh, we got a lot of 2s. Yo, you ain't buying that we're building a moon base? 3, might buy later. Yeah, I feel that. What the hell? Wait, where are my likes? What happened with that? All right, there it is. Was there any news on why XRP is dropping? I mean, the whole market's dropping. There's a lot of stuff going on that they're trying to point it to narrative-wise. One potentially being this guy. I don't know. I do think he might have his back against the wall finally. They said remember they were talking about they have enough cash to last them till like next year or something, and then people will debate that if it's true. When and where can you buy it? I'm not sure. Honestly, ask Tom Lee. He knows. Yo, he's down more than Sailor. That's the scary part. This guy. Who the hell is this, Mr. I? What the fuck? Yo, what is up with this guy?
So my name is Pablo Fouré. I'm Chief Digital Officer with MasterCard, and we're about to get together with Google on a panel to talk about agentic commerce and how we're bringing trust to agentic payments. it's such a revolution, you know, to have an agent available for you 24/7 that can do purchases for you, make your life easier. But how can you know that things will go all right? How can you trust it? As a merchant, how do you know that an agent is authorized to make a purchase? And so we are bringing security and trust to digital payments with agents. We are at the stage where we need to develop new standards for the industry so that if you want rising tide raises all boats, you know, and we need fragmentation leads to lack of scale. And so we have collaborated with Google to develop a new standard, and we have both contributed to the FIDO Alliance so that everybody can benefit from this.
Oh my God. SpaceX secures a 35-year tax exemption for its Terrafab facility, estimated to save over $2 billion. Okay. Why are we paying a third of our money in taxes? Some people leave them all. Why?
To leave the project. It was when Gavin Andreessen said,
Oh, I might actually be kept. This might be a Patreon only thing. Bitcoin and Tether were gateway drugs, the prototypes. Honestly, it was never Bitcoin or Ethereum, says DAI. Here we go. On a side note, you talking about? What you talking about, fool? On a side note, it's crazy to see the biggest communities, in this case Bitcoin and Ethereum, arguing and throwing in the towel. In this case, Trustless State sold all of his Ethereum and is venting about his frustration. I agree. Okay, who cares? Not going into ETH is down over 30 days, but that's okay. Ethereum works great regardless. I get that you lost confidence in your ETH bags and dumped them, but you don't have to at least a moral response towards the previous ETH ecosystem spawn. Yeah, who gives a shit? Gives a shit. Stupid. I agree with that. 100%. When XRP wins this thing, guys like Selkis will say crypto failed. Write it down. When did he say this? Oh, like yesterday? I don't even know who this is. Ryan Selkis. Who the fuck is that? I feel like I wasted a decade of my career and an industry with potential and high hopes became a decrepit and inefficient lifeboat right before we really needed it to work. The resolution of the is this a Bitcoin guy? Because I don't know, we could show you 500 news articles accumulated over the last year with some very interesting stuff going on in the tokenization space and the RWA space. I mean, and fucking the MasterCard releasing a fucking handful of blockchains they want to start integrating for settlement and shit. I mean, so I don't know what he's talking about. It's a decrepit and inefficient lifeboat. No, maybe Bitcoin might be. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the price will do well, but that doesn't necessarily change the utility factor of it when we need trillions and trillions of dollars worth of fucking volume moving a day with some of these platforms. Whatever the web that makes that up, I don't know, maybe I'd want to take a deeper look into if there's a way to fucking benefit. The great crypto shakeout of 2026, and every time when it gets to this factor, when it gets to this and we're reading bullshit, oh, it's all over, I just sold, that's usually the bottom in my experience, because when I scroll to try to like some of these for the video, we're at that moment, everyone, it's a scam. That's the big one. You've been scammed. It's a scam. All of it. It's a scam. Is it a scam? I mean, the price wise now. Don't get me wrong. But yet again, I don't give a fuck about that. These replies of the Bitcoiners are worse than those saying, I faked my cancer. It's emotionally challenging to hold a dying asset. I feel for you. Damn, savage. Oh, what's this guy saying, though? Okay. U.S. in the middle of the final negotiations to end Iran war. Yesterday, in a meaningless vote, the House voted for bad Republicans and all of the Democrats to limit my war powers right in the middle of the final negotiation to end the war with the... I don't know about that. Who would do such an unpatriotic thing? They know we were a negotiation stand. The Democrats are fueled... Okay. Okay, the final negotiations, he says. I don't know how true that is. Does the strategic Bitcoin reserve come out last minute to save this sinking ship? Because you know Donnie is involved in that. Tether, World Liberty 5, Bitcoin kind of conglomerate. They're involved in that. They got heavy stakes in Bitcoin. So would they have enough pull and manipulation power to get something across the finish line? as a Bitcoin bailout in a sense. I don't know. I have a hard time believing that the Donnie clan would actually go down. I have a hard time. People call for the death of crypto right before the biggest regulatory clarity for crypto. Come on, folks. Iran is a nuke. That's what the U.S. backed off. You think? I don't know. Money Mike. What's hood? What up? Life with Mikey. Whales are cashing out crypto for SpaceX powder. Yeah, SpaceX, Anthropic. All these guys. Money Mike. I'm gonna flying XRP straight for Valhalla. Never selling. Ride this shit to the abyss, he says. Wheel has been sent out of Iran? Ezekiel's wheel? I don't even know what that is. Based on what? Uber drivers in shambles. Dude, the whole market's down. What the fuck? Idiots. What is this? MasterCard didn't build on XRPL by accident. RLUSD settle in payments 24/7. What? What's going on here? Odella Tortman, Corporate Adoption Director at XRPL Commons. Okay, I'll take a quick listen of this. What's going on here? Hello.
And we have the pleasure to be speaking with my dear friend and SPV for digital assets and blockchain for MasterCard, Christian Rohr. Christian, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Delia.
Fantastic. So MasterCard have been one of the leading pioneers entities when it comes to everything around the future of payments, the future of digital assets, and of course nowadays also stablecoins. Share with us, please, what's keeping you busy these days at MasterCard?
Of course, and it wouldn't come as a surprise that we look at these things from a payment first perspective. And over the last 50, 60 years, we've been constantly innovating on how payments can be safe, simple, secure. And obviously, they never happen in isolation or in a vacuum, right? You will observe that yourself. You rarely use your card, you use your Android or your iPhone to make mobile payments. And if you then fast forward to 5 years back or 2 years back, you will realize that beyond your professional perspective, that stablecoins have arrived in the financial services mainstream, and we believe that the benefits that they bring in terms of settlement cycles, money moving globally freely, they can definitely add to further driving sustainable innovation in the financial services and payment ecosystem, and that's why.
Are the stable coins going to be running on Bitcoin?
Very engaged in this.
So from one side, you enable your merchants to use stablecoin as a means of payments. From the others, you also enable direct settlements on different types of stablecoins, like the RLUSD, for example. You want to maybe share a bit more about that project?
Yeah, that's right. And I know there's different schools of thought. Some people say the future will be wallet-to-wallet direct connections, which for sure there's a lot of space for that. We, however, believe that the power of the network that we bring in terms of 150 million acceptance location, 3.8 billion cards, plugging in stablecoins into this system is the best of both worlds in that sense. So think about stablecoins as just another settlement currency within our network that, again, brings certain benefits that fiat currencies do not allow today. The XRP example is we work with Gemini, one of our most sort of prominent crypto partners in the US, and we explore with them to settle their card flows in RLUSD. So we look at bringing this to life still in the first half of this year, and we're very excited about that.
Absolutely, and that's also extremely exciting given some of the features of the XRP ledger, right, that were designed from inception to support all of these cross-border transactions of digital assets and different types of stablecoins as well, so that is really exciting. I think also MasterCard has such a unique reach, right, in terms of countries and partners and merchants, and you've also recently launched the MasterCard Partners Network, right? You want to maybe share a bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. As mentioned, partnerships are essential to us because there's rarely things that we do ourselves end to end, right? We work with issuers, we work with acquirers, we work with so many tech platforms and different companies in between. And for us, the Global Crypto Partnership Program is a way to basically cast a very wide net to partner with the best companies in the industry to get together advanced, safe, simple, secure payments in a very sustainable manner.
Absolutely. We see this 100% as a strategic partnership between the XRP ledger and MasterCard, and are truly looking forward to further develop and design more use cases, more applications, and more solutions.
God, it's so crazy to be sitting here crying about the fucking price and being like, oh my god, dude, it's just like, what the hell is on the horizon? This market's sitting at 2 trillion total market cap, majority of it being in fucking Bitcoin. I mean, crazy town USA with the amount of money and stable coin volumes and just activity that's going to be lighting up in the coming years
to really serve the wider ecosystem. So thank you, Christian, for being with us, and looking forward to our panel soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Anita. I appreciate it.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Jamie Dimon, more like Jamie Dimon.
Crypto products, adopting some aspects of blockchain. Has your opinion about cryptocurrencies changed?
It's not about cryptocurrencies. We're one of the biggest users of blockchain. I think blockchain we've been talking about for 15 years. Okay, we're still talking about it. I do think it'll replace financial market infrastructure. We have a JP Morgan deposit coin. We can already move money 24/7. But I do think, when crypto folks point out the weaknesses, they're right. you can do a lot of change to make it better. FedWire could be, the FedWire is 5 days a week, and
I forget there's interesting connections between certain platforms and FedWire too. I'm almost positive.
10 hours a day. It could be, why not 6 days a week, 20 hours a day, and real-time payments.
Why not just 24/7?
Have a huge benefit for people. All true. Cross-border costs too much, and we will be.
Where do we think it's going?
That, and I'm not that worried about stable coins. All I've ever said about that is if you have them, they should have the same rules and regulations as us. AML, BSA, KYC, insurance, disclosures, liquidity, transparency, social requirements, which we have.
They do.
Just a level playing field is all we ask in that kind of thing. And I do think it'll change some of that stuff. Not worried about it.
Okay, deal making. You made some news earlier this week when you said that the bank might be acquisitive here to the tune of $10 to $20 billion. Anything more you want to add?
I'm shocked that people get shocked. I just don't understand it. We have a lot of excess capital. We've always been very clear that we've deferred deploying it in our business. I do believe we can do that. I can't do it all at once, but we earn very good returns, and we're going to deploy it serving clients around the world, the way we serve clients today in payments and asset management and capital raising. Of course, we should be thinking about acquisitions. Can you imagine ACO saying, absolutely not, no chance, never do it? So,
damn. Acquisitions. Interesting stuff. What was the last touch point we saw with Ripple? Ripple Treasury and their Connects platform, that's like JP Morgan's platform. I forget what was going on there, but yet again, they had touch points in some partnership not too long ago utilizing Ripple Treasury, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, capital markets, he's still out. Michael Saylor's still out here just talking like nothing's going on. Capital markets are funding the AI build-out at historic scale, $400 billion over 6 months. Bitcoin ETFs have seen $4 billion of outflows since May 14th, pressure on Bitcoin. This is a capital rotation, not a Bitcoin impairment. Volatility creates opportunity. You got to keep that narrative, bro. In hindsight, it was inevitable. You think? You think? I don't know. Do not open it. Idiots, dude. This isn't volatility. It's a collapse in price as investors dump Bitcoin to avoid large losses or to seek out better investment opportunities. It's a rejection of your entire thesis. I don't know. It seems like other blockchain-based solutions seem like they might have some stuff going on. Ripple Fed Now documented. Oh shit, here we go. 28 minutes ago. Dude, weren't we just talking about this? Just seconds after an instant payment is sent over FedNow service, the recipient can access the funds, but now, how exactly does it work? This video, oh, let's check this shit out. FedNow. There's no music? Okay. Okay. What? What the fuck? Dude, all right, that was fantastic. FedNow, Jesus Christ, dude. Get like a fucking intern on their social media. You do realize it's just a shakeout? Yes, I know it's a shakeout, bro. They're pulling your pants down. FedNow ACH, FedNow up to USD. I don't know what he's showing. Something Ripple documentation. I don't know. He just kind of put shit up. DG 50% of Bitcoin's down. You for real? Something with that. Shaking the weenie at the urinal. What's going on with that? I don't know, PPD. Every other asset value on the planet will eventually be tokenized on chain. Morgan Stanley had a digital asset.
Provide the client more value and better service. So we're not tokenizing for the sake of tokenizing. That is not the goal. There's lots more to come beyond just the tokenization of assets. And that's something we'll be doing for quite a while. This isn't a 2026 project or a 2027 project. This is the next decade.
What? The next decade. I don't know. People want $4,000 XRP. But hey, XRP was supposed to be $1,000 last year, wasn't it? From certain people. I don't know. I could be confused. I could be horribly confused. Got all sorts of mental impairments going on. Could have sworn XRP was supposed to be 3 digits last year. I thought. With like 99.99% conviction. That's what I thought. But who knows? $40 and I'm fishing the rest of my life. 40 would be pretty beautiful. Thing is, just want to get yield on it. That's it. Let that bitch grow and just get yield the whole time. You kidding me? That's an endless loop. That is an endless loop. Guys, do me a solid, hit the like button, all that stuff. You can join our group Link in the description below to join the Minutemen, the Patreon. All right, that's the best place to support the channel if you want more videos and just more content in general. I posted an exclusive yesterday, going a little bit more into Sailor collapse in Bitcoin. There was some interesting John McAfee videos going on in that, and then there more. It was like a 25-minute video, so I covered a lot in it. So exclusive videos weekly. Got the smoke sessions, alien talk, obviously, crazy theories, crypto, consciousness, smoke sessions, all sorts of videos. Trump's absurd Bitcoin mining operation, the Iran alien coup, stuff obviously keeping up with Tom Lee. Support over there. And that's like all we got going on today. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. I probably will not be live until like Tuesday again, maybe. But yet again, that's why, follow on X. It's probably the best place. In case anything pops up, I try to post it here. It's linked in the description too. And that's it. I will see you guys